All right, what is up, everybody? Welcome. I know I didn't quite announce this one, just decided to go live because there's stuff to talk about. So we've been talking about this new commander, Matt, and we're still waiting for him to drop. I really expected him to drop in like with this event right now. Give me just a second here. I gotta fix something. Can't hear myself through my headset. There we go. All right. So we're waiting for this new commander to still drop. We already know. I can already tell you it's going to be stupid expensive, like Zexorus was. But Matt, we're waiting on Matt to drop right now, and the anticipation was that it was going to be with this event. Now, the only reason why I still think it's going to be this event is due to this image that they posted on their Facebook page. And so right now they're saying that the next phase here in this event, we're going to be able to access the new jewel sets. All right. There's going to be a new gameplay that's going to release a new commander. And based on that silhouette, I'd say that's very close to Matt right there. That kind of looks like Matt's silhouette. I do remember seeing a announcement about a new Walker commander as well. So who knows? Maybe that's a Walker commander. It does have a blue background to it. So I take that back. All the commanders have blue background behind it. I stand corrected. But the fact of being is that that silhouette looks very similar to Matt right here. And I think that's the commander that's going to get, or that's when he's going to get released right here. There's going to be a new item, and it kind of looks like a stone. Hey, Soul.
What's going on?
Just kind of going over the notes of what they posted on their Discord. I meant their Discord, their Facebook page.
Thingamajig. Yeah.
With the whole new Imperial Bounty and Interstellar Escort event. That one that I posted in our
Yeah.
But I really think the way that what I was saying here before you joined was the silhouette in that picture matches Matt, in my opinion. So I think.
Oh yeah, he's probably going to be in the next phase of the what is that called?
Of the event.
Yeah, but it has a name. I just can't remember it.
Imperial Bounty and Interstellar Escort, but it's new.
There you go. Yep.
Yeah. So the Imperial Bounty is defeat flying monsters to get bounty points, which can be used to exchange for rare items. God knows what that's gonna mean.
Resistance wants you to look at YouTube live chat.
Because he has eyeballs?
I don't know. He just told me to tell you.
Is he talking about... No, not that one. Soul is loud today. Go ahead and talk again, Soul.
Am I loud?
There we go. I got you. Don't worry.
Gotcha. Cool.
It's the settings I have you in in the chat. I have to turn you down a little bit. Okay. So, Imperial Bounty, this whole defeat flying monsters. I'm curious. Let me put this back on screen where you guys can read it with me. I am curious as to what that means, how that's gonna play out, but it's 7 pirates. Nothing is ever as it's described. Then you have the Interstellar Escort, which is going to be sending troops to escort cargo ships and defeat various monsters encountered along the way. Rewards will be given based on the quantity of cargo successfully delivered. You know how like tower defenses are, Soul? To where like, there's like a moving army and you set up defense turrets to, that would be really cool if something like that was implemented, but I mean that's a stretch. This is probably going to be like that one Nog station thing where you roll a dice. Something similar to that, maybe.
I mean, it kind of just sounds like you're gonna send a comm onto like a moving ship, and things are gonna attack it, and you have to adjust for what's coming at you.
Hmm.
Like you might get an inbound march report. Like you'll have something garrisoned. You'll have, but instead of it coming to your arc, it's gonna pick that up. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So you'll garrison that. You'll get an inbound march report, and you can switch based on what's coming at you. It's kind of like teaching you to fight.
You think so?
I mean, that's how it sounds.
Hmm. Yep. That's not what I wanted. Let's go back here and
I mean, that's. I actually hold on. I'm hearing myself now. I do sound loud.
look. No, you're good, buddy. I can turn you down a little more. You're fine now. Um, I am curious to see what this new reward item is. It does look like a new stone. Maybe they're adding a fifth slot for gems.
Mm.
Then obviously this is a new chess piece. Lord only knows what that's gonna do.
I mean, that could also be like. I really, yeah. I guess the only thing really looks like a stone to me.
Yeah, I really think it's a stone. Like, watch here. I'll pull this up real quick.
I don't know about a fifth stone. That might be. That would be such a pain in the ass, but I guess.
Well, oops. I don't want to select any of it. Wish I could make these bigger, but look at this though. I mean, I'd say that's a new stone. But the question is it what is it gonna add?
Well, they would
But
have
it
to
looks like
add
a
it to
stone.
all the new gears, yeah, right? So they would have to add it to or to all the gears. Like they would have to add a fifth slot. It would get kind of cramped on that little fucking screen. It could just be like a spirit or a geist. Like maybe they're making those more like easier to acquire.
Mm, yeah, you're right. Yeah, adding a fifth one
It
would
would
make
just.
this
I feel like
smaller.
it would make it cramped. You know. And I
Mm,
mean, yeah, it opens a ton more options, but you only have
mm.
so much. Like if you, I don't know, like if you look at your gear with a bunch of stones on it, they're just going to extend everything, I guess. Like that box is going to get bigger,
Mm-hmm.
or are they going to like condense the words? I don't know. I feel like it's probably just an easier way to get Geist and Spirit stones for even like low spenders, but that's also being generous in thinking 7p cares.
That's a good point. Oh, then they've already added the new gems to the.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that this soon. I'm not gonna lie. I expected it maybe, but you know, every cast is always something new.
I think it's hilarious somebody actually bid 28,000 thinking they're going to get it.
Oh, dude, you get like we were talking about. Like you're probably thinking a minimum 63.6, 63.5 for that.
Mm-hmm. So if you are one of these 3, 2, or 5 bidders on these ones, I'm sorry, folks, but you wasted your points.
Time points,
Yeah,
gold.
like that's yeah. If you don't max out as best as you can on getting points here, like if you're not a minimum like 50,000 points, don't
Well,
even
no, I
think
mean
about going for some of these.
maximum you can get is like what is it per day?
Uh,
63, 4, 60, or no, that's for the
per day,
weekend.
30, a little over 30.
It's like 31, 7 or higher.
And then when you look at a
Max you
G,
can get is 32,000 a day.
Okay. Yeah. You know me with math. I just guesstimate.
well, here's the thing too. Let me open this up real quick. Oh, please don't open it there. Um, open with this one. There we go. So here's a breakdown though of what what you're expecting out of these baselines. So if we were looking at the Canes and whatnot, Canes was averaging 61 plus.
Mm-hmm.
The other two were still up there at least. Probably, I would say that this was a low one for the Equus, but 59 to 60 seems seems pretty fair for those ones. And guys, come on. I mean, this is humorous. Don't get me wrong, but let's be a little smart. Play a little smarter than that. Don't waste your. I mean, like you'd say you did half of GGM and then bid. Don't do that. This is one day of GGM. Don't do that. You gotta wait till you get that solid 2 day thing. I mean, like the only thing that you're gonna get with this is probably that A commander. Ooh, I didn't mean to do that. But hopefully that throws in there. But I'm telling you though, this right here,
No, none of the.
this is gonna be a new stone.
I'm thinking. Yeah, that's like a 63.5. Definitely at least a 63.5. Geist might drop a little. Nano might drop a little. Everything else might drop a little, but you know, we'll see after the weekend.
Yeah, definitely, definitely, definitely.
We should definitely, if anybody does win, we need to get people to post.
Yes, if anybody does get that the new gems this week, please post it
Any
on.
of your GGM, please post it on
Yeah,
the server.
yeah. Please post it on my server in the global mobilization events channel. Uh, Definitely would like to track to see how popular these get versus some of the other ones that everyone else goes for normally. Because I mean, the Geist Nanobot, they're usually at least what was it, 63, 62?
High 62. It depends on how much gold. Like during monster events and shit, they kind of raise a little bit because people have more gold. Um,
Mm-hmm.
like right now, everybody's got a little fat stack of gold going on because all the monsters reset. So I assume that the bids are going to be even higher than normal.
Oh yeah. No, no, that tracks. And this one also kind of caught me off guard here, putting this back on. The last part of their little announcement thing is exclusive gears, and they asked for everybody to which commander's exclusive gear you want. Like, I don't know if they're asking if, you know,
Maybe next event or something.
well, I don't know if they're asking us like what do you want, like a new commander specific gear, or is there an already existing commander gear that you want us to put in the next event, you know?
Yeah, I guess we'll have to wait and see which commander's exclusive. Oh yeah, so I mean, it kind of sounds more like they're asking for a new commander exclusive.
That's how I was taking it. I wasn't sure. Like it's worded in such a way like it could go either or.
I'm interested to see what ideas people come up with, though.
Right, right. Could
Moxie exclusive gear?
could you imagine there being a Dragon Slayer exclusive gear?
Oh,
100%.
please shut your whore mouth.
100% crit cannot be negated.
Shut your whore mouth.
Yeah, see, I'm looking at the chat right now. Uncle is kind of agreeing, saying that it's maybe a fifth slot stone, and yeah, no, yeah. Soul and we were talking in another channel that we have. Um, we were all discussing that, certain items are probably going to severely drop, not severely, but drop pretty good because everyone's going to be interested in getting the new gems.
Yeah, probably for like the next months at least, you're gonna see a very high bid on them.
Yeah. Well, the other thing here too is, folks, Cassitin is back. I haven't entered it in yet, but those of you who don't know, I don't really care. It doesn't matter. This is the server I'm in for Cassitin, which does include First Guild again.
You're with EXE now.
I'm with BDB, but yes,
Yeah,
EXE.
but as a server.
As a server,
We might
yeah.
fight you in GC next week, buddy.
Are you with the FKU?
So we migrated. We kind of invaded 1620 and took it over. So we are right now in RME because they already had a GC season going, and we didn't have one. We would have missed like the first 2 or 3 weeks, because we didn't have the whole guild over at the time. It was just a couple of us when we took the server.
You're right. Yeah.
So we are in RME. I'm no longer on 1663. I am on 1620.
And there's a Missy's guild, right?
Yeah, she's right below us too. So it's, if someone skips, then we'll probably fight them. But if no one skips, we're fighting you guys.
Interesting.
Should be fun.
I will say this though. I can tell you that they were not at first last week was not expecting us to actually put up a fight. We kept them to a point game.
I mean, dude, that's fine. I'm here for fun. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Let's just ball it out.
You have anything to say about that?
That's what happened. That's what happened. Yeah.
It'll be fun. I'm excited.
No, so a lot of people have been asking me like how I feel about the new being in a new environment. We'll see. I do have some frustrations, but I'll get over them. I mean, it is kind of nice to be in a fighting guild, so to speak, to where there's a lot more coordination, and that's what really put us
it
in
makes
the
a bit of a
position that we
difference,
were.
doesn't it?
Well, yeah, it's what really put us in the position last week against First, which was our actual first competitive match.
Yeah.
This GGM or this Galactic campaign so far, and it was a really good show of people listening finally and doing a task that they've been assigned. I mean, it's weird for me too because like I'm one of the bigger arcs now, where I was usually kind of like somewhere top mid range, but now I'm considered top hitter. So it's a little different for me as to I still Leroy Jenkins it, but I have to be a little more mindful about that because being one of the larger arcs now, I have to be a little more cognitive to whatever zone we're attacking. You know what I mean?
Yep, I know. So, I get you.
And that's a lot of that too comes down to, unfortunately, there are some that have very large commanders too, to where if they get put in, hey, what's up, Grinch? If they're in there,
I wish I could read Chinese because I'm curious what the Choni said, but
I think that's Korean.
I don't know.
Let's find out, shall we? Google Translate. Select language. Yeah, go back. It basically says do the translation. I don't know if he was trying to do something with that, or I don't know.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Oh, maybe he was asking me to translate it. Unfortunately, I don't know. I don't think it does like subtitles until after the video is posted. YouTube then analyzes everything. I don't even know how it does subtitling, if it does automatically.
Mm.
What's up, Tony?
Maybe it was
Totally lost my train of. Okay, so yeah, so I have to focus a little differently now, but
yeah.
fortunately there are still enough of the super commanders that people use that I can still do my Leroy Jenkins thing, because I mean that's what makes Galactic Campaign for me. I like going and just saying fuck it, we ball.
Yeah.
What was really irritating was like me and Rumi, we were in the corner on the edge trying
Yeah.
to just kind of fuck around and find out. But at that point, it was pretty much over, and everyone on the first guild was like trying to send at me. I'm like, God damn it! Like I'm just trying to fuck
Fuck
around right
around
now.
with my buddy. Yeah.
It's like have some respect.
Well, when we reach that point in next week's battle, whichever way it goes, I want to fuck around and find out with you as well, because I got some shit I want to test.
For sure, I'm down. I'm down. Um, I think that's something like galactic etiquette. Like if you're down to like one arc on the opposition side, have fun with it. Don't just start bombarding the guy. You know, I don't know. When I honestly when I get down to like when I see that there's one arc left and he's just kind of hanging around and maybe being a little bit of a nuisance, but sometimes it's hey this is an opportunity to test out some shit.
Remember
Maybe
the first time we played in GC against each other? I forget what guild I was in. Some Chinese guild. That's all I did.
yeah, exactly. I remember that too. You were just kind of sending to send and seeing how it worked out.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I knew it was over, so it was just like, fuck it, right?
Exactly. Oh yeah. So just a word out there. Just if you guys get down to that point, try to have fun with it. Don't just try to annihilate the guy. You know. All right, going on. Let's go on here. So they added this new skin for Stella. I don't understand why. She's already got 2 skins.
3, I thought. Isn't this her 4th?
No, she's only got 2, I think.
I'm going to check because I'm pretty sure.
You're right.
Not.
No, this would be the 4th, bud. Well, I'm
Yeah.
not counting the original. She's got 2 additional.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, but
So this would be her 3rd. But I don't understand why they made this one. And they continue to do this whole dressy thing. It's like,
well, I didn't understand the Stella either, to be honest. Like, she's a little outdated. She's not used as much. Maybe they're hoping she comes back with the new gems, and this is like a.
maybe.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, and the fact they made it $100.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the other stuff. It's not even really for the skin that I'd spend that money. That's just kind of like a bonus, to me at least.
Well, yeah, that one slot though could have been 30 additional supernova energy blocks.
It could have. It could have.
That's how I
But
look at it.
I don't know. So, have you been spamming that energy load or what? Because that thing is nice. I spent 800k gold on that thing.
No, I mean I've been doing the free one since I
Dude,
finally.
so energy load. On some pools, I'm getting 100 optional resource chests, supernova blocks, 30 or more days of speed ups. Like, you get so I had like 15 or 1600 optional chests out of that.
Well, I mean, I finally, and this is the announcement here, as everyone has seen on the Discord side, finally got my Broken Fortress. So once I hit that, I kind of like laid off a little bit on spending gold
Mm-hmm.
indirectly, I guess you could say, because I mean, I don't necessarily have a need for it right this moment, and even with the other things available right now in the Fusion store, I was thinking, like what if I got mind map or like,
That
Cassius medals, or what if I got Zodalis's, medals for that?
I feel
But
like there's better options for you personally, but uh, I mean, mind map. I already have mind map. That's probably why I feel like that.
I don't. I mean, I even honestly contemplated just doing a couple of the Gen 1 ones so I can get a Tanling again since I
Don't you
ate it.
dare! Don't you dare!
Well, I gotta get one for. I mean,
Nah,
unless
don't you
you think
dare!
this one,
Don't you dare!
unless you think Quantum Module is good for fucking Sister
Personally,
Wolf.
bro, I would save them for another event and keep exchanging those boxes for Gen 2 stuff because that's gonna give you a bigger benefit than anything else. That, or you could be really ballsy and go for some of like the new stuff, but you'd have to save for a little bit.
I'll probably end up. What I have been doing is I've been using the Nova boxes on
Oh yeah,
the
no,
Dwarf Star
I'm not
Collision.
using them on. I'm not using them on that at all. I'm putting everything because it's
Hear
like,
me
yeah,
out.
you can get some good stuff out of it.
Hear me out. The reason why I did it, because I had the new Broken Fortress, and I needed primary bots. I needed three more essentially. So
Hmm.
they populate in here. So
Yep.
I used what, about 100. So about 5 times I had to use it to get those bots. It really comes down to what you need. I mean, like for me, like I don't really need anything out of the fusion core right now, and that's where my need was.
Oh, dude, that energy load thing was nice for me. I mean, I didn't even really need the resource chests, but that was a nice bone. I mean, I probably got 20,000 mags out of it too, like a ton of like 6 million
Oh,
Malange.
there you go. That was a good roll right there.
Yeah,
I
probably
got
like
the 50
6 million
documents.
Malange. About 20k mags, 1,500 or so optional chests. It was nice.
Nice. Okay. The other thing too.
You have so much better luck on those flips than me, man. I fucking
Well,
couldn't get shit today.
let me put it this way. Okay. So when you look to see what is in the roll for the cards, like, or the card drop here, have it in your
Yeah, I
head.
try to
This
pay
is,
attention to the flip,
yeah. Well, that's what I'm
but
saying. Like, pay attention to what's available, the 6 available for that round, and then
hmm
think to yourself, okay, which one do I really, really want? Think of it kind of like putting it into the universe. What I normally do is I'll start in the left corner, and then I'll do the middle one here, and then I'll do like a one of the middle ones, and I normally will get at least, you know, a 50% rate of matches,
yeah.
at least for
So
something.
I typically do two on one side first and then the other.
Yeah. So 2 on one side and then 1 on the other. Or actually, well, let me put it this way. If I do 1 and it's the one that I want, then I'll do the 2 on the other.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So
I just didn't have any luck at all today. I think
I
I got 2 out of 10, which was kind of lame, but it happens.
I remember when this first came out, and I did like 3 on one side. I'm like, what the fuck did I just do? Yeah, I'm Uncle. I'm probably not gonna get Zexorus anytime soon. I mean, I've been slowly building him up with this Dwarf Star Collision, but
So A class, he's pretty effective too at killing Reinhardt.
the hard
Better
part
than
is
better than
getting him
Wolf.
up though.
Better than Wolf, honestly.
Really.
Yep. So is Moxie, for that matter. I've been testing a couple different formations with Moxie today, and man, dude, he fucking wrecks. I love that fucking comp. Not that I have the tech to really use him, but for a Reinhardt counter, he's much more effective than Wolf.
I'll have to run some sims since I have him as S.
Well,
What
I'll
gear are
send
you
you the
using
formations
for
I've been
Moxie?
using and stuff.
Can you send them to me as well?
I sent it to Mav, so he was probably running some sims earlier. If he, I mean, I can send you some battle reports and like what formations and talents I'm using too.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, because Sister Wolf ain't really doing the best.
Nah, she sucks ass, man.
Who's success?
Sister Wolf. She sucks ass for killing Reinhardt. Now, like, you can't use her the same way that you used to be able to. Moxie just, I mean, he just does it better. Zexthrosis, even at A class, just does it better.
Well, I'm 10 spins in and I'm at 17,000 points.
Trying to see where I had
And GGM.
I know I had a decent one. Nope. This one really threw me off. Oh, let me do this. Okay, I don't know if you guys are. There you go.
I wish there was an easier fucking way to do this.
I don't know. I honestly, if I see a Reinhardt, usually like if I'm going low, just trying to like the least amount of troops I can send, just to get something out of it. I'll send Sister Wolf at a Reinhardt, but yeah, this one wasn't too bad.
I can't wait till later in cast when you can build like 10,000 Yetis at one time.
Oh, yeah, same.
GGM would get so much fucking quicker.
Oh yeah. That is one of the nicest things about Castleton is you get more resources on these pools and then you can build more at a time.
What are y'all aiming for GGM? Are y'all doing what we were talking about yesterday?
Yeah.
Or y'all going to install?
Personally, I am. You know.
Or the gems, my bad.
No, I'm not. I thought about it, but I don't have enough gem slots for the gear set I want to use it on, so it's not my immediate goal.
Well, they're giving away 50, so it's gonna be just like the other thing. Oh, never mind.
So you're probably a good person to answer this one. Tony is asking what's good basic gear for Moxie.
Actually, I can post it in your.
Go ahead and put it in
Yeah, and I'm not gonna send it directly to you, Rez. I'm gonna send it right in Yoda's live chat on Discord.
Well, you put it on in the AoW commanders and gear. Put it in infantry commanders.
Not live chat.
No. It's like I have channels created for a reason. Let's use them.
Where are we at here?
All the way at the bottom.
Gear help, infantry com. Boom, 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 boom. Right, let me copy and paste that since I had just finished typing basically everything out. Fuckers.
Hurry up.
Yeah, give me a second. I gotta get all the photos together.
I find my Sui build, that my Iris set, works really good on Moxie.
It does. It does genuinely work pretty well on him. Shit, what I gotta remember what that last talent I'm using is.
Also, what force skill?
It will all be answered in the sim I sent.
Taking forever.
You know what would have pissed me off really badly? They took Fomalhaut off of the Casseton Expedition store.
So in that And keep in mind my gear isn't gemmed correctly either. This is just my tier suppression set that I'm using for an example. But yeah, like my gem, if I would gem it differently, for an ideal anti-Reinhardt build.
Yoda, what do you mean they removed formal from the Castletown?
In the shop, it's not in the shop. It used to be 50.
It's in the boxes, buddy.
It's in the box. They changed
I know,
it for the
but
box.
it was
box.
15 ruler medals for 50.
And now it's 10.
Now it's no, you only get 5 per box.
And there's 10
box,
boxes.
you get 50.
Oh, it's 10 boxes. Okay, never mind.
Mhm.
Never mind. Okay.
Yeah, I already redeemed my ruler medals for that thing today.
Damn.
Oh, it's super effective, dude. And the best part about it is the fact that Moxie is a infantry comm. So even if they're using tier 12 in the back, you're knocking those out typically first because of Awakening, right? And then that makes it harder for Rebel to pop off because Rebel goes based off of how many slots are active in the march. So you need at least 5 slots going to trigger it every round.
Quick question.
This is new too, as I'm looking at Vladimir's questions here with the UC, HC, and wormhole crystals being added too.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the Lucky Nodding or the Dev Helm would be better for Moxie?
So he, in my opinion, he doesn't even really need the pants I'm using. You could use attack pants like Overlord or the Luck Befalls because his first skill already boosts his trigger rate.
Okay. And then you run an ambition for tier suppression.
I just threw it. Yeah, this is literally my 100% tier suppression build. So like it has no Gemini gems. It has no gems that'll give him even more damage potential. It's literally just all pure TS.
Mm-hmm.
So if you gemmed it correctly, you would be able to. And if you had higher tech than me, like I'm basic T11 tech on infantry, so it doesn't do crazy good. I can't use like 15 troops and get the same effect. But this is an option for people that are a little bit smaller. If I had T12 and Hyper 10 and shit like that, I would use a little bit of a different setup, obviously. But
are you running Cassiopeia? I didn't see gems.
Don't need it.
So you didn't say anything about gems for it.
Nope. You wouldn't need Cassiopeia with this because you have Power of Walkers on your front row clearing it, and then like I said, based on your talents, it could either be Purifying Barrage or Power Shot. Power Shot for me is higher level, so I get more consistent results. But if your Purifying Barrage is higher level, you could find that you get more consistent results with that. He doesn't need...
not taking off Power Shot because I'm gonna be using the same stuff on fucking Ira.
Yeah, but it's just giving options for other people, possibly.
Fuck the mother.
So, in accordance to Vladimir's question about he was asking what crystal, is it worth it to go for the crystals in the shop? My response to him was, don't waste your expedition coins on the crystals right now, because for me personally, I am constantly using the expedition coins for meta crystals.
No, I don't do that.
I
don't ever do that.
Always.
I would personally, if you're a lower, yeah, I am dark. So I'm like if you're a lower spender, crystals might be the better choice for you. Like I just get wormhole crystals out of them now that they're added. I spent all of the ones I had gathered on wormhole crystals because why not? It's cheap for the price. If you need to unlock T12, Hyper could be the better choice for you. your choice. The resource chests are the one thing that are no longer worth the cost.
Mhm.
Like, not
Okay.
even remotely worth the cost.
I will say this. I am 50,000 gold into it, and I only have 17,000 points in GGM.
Yeah, I agree, Grinch. For me, but like I said, it depends on what you really want.
It really, in my opinion, I'm gonna stick to it. I mean, Soul, you have a valid opinion. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that it's wrong.
Mhm.
It's just in my opinion. I think saving these expedition coins, and because if you're on a higher level arc, you need those meta crystals to lower the cost of healing. Sometimes it does make it a little more cost effective, or no,
Like I
not
said,
anymore. They used
it's
to have the
all
million. It's
completely
not
up.
million anymore.
Yeah, it's not. That's why I'm saying the resource chests are no longer worth it.
So
Like,
yeah.
if you're trying to keep your costs down for fighting in Kaz, the Meta could be the better choice for it. It's really, like I said, it is really entirely dependent upon each individual.
True. And I would strongly suggest, because these are going to be here until the last day of Kassadin. So if you're, I would save it or see what you have left over towards the end. And again, like Soul said, it depends on what you need. But if you're fighting, then obviously I'm going to suggest you use them on the meta crystals as needed. And then at the very end, if you have left over, purchase the wormhole crystals. If you're not going to be really fighting much.
Tony, it is in the infantry commander's chat room.
Yoda. Pick a FAFO.
Huh?
Check FAFO. Rumi's watching you.
Uh-oh.
So Rumi says, I heard Yoda was spitting some bullshittery about holding first the points. Is that true, Mr. Yoda? Well, I mean, it does show that we held it to points because he didn't KO us. So
We were told not to. We were told to win by points.
really,
Yes.
Probably because they won 11 points for the next week's matchup.
GC started at what, 6?
okay. Well, I mean, you know what? That's fine. Okay, you guys are getting a little
GC
too
started
personal
at
here.
6:30.
No,
Otter said
they're
we
getting
won by
stupid
points.
about it. Like, I'm sorry, you're being stupid about it. The knowledge I had on it, we held you to points. Now, if you want to come back and backtrack on that and boost your ego and said, "Oh no, we were told not to take your forts because we didn't want to get an additional point," okay, that's fine. But based on the knowledge I had, we held you to points. So
Yeah,
don't
I
make
mean,
this
y'all
out
don't
like as
see
if
our
I'm
guild chat.
putting out bullshit here. Like,
Yeah, y'all don't see what our guild sends to each other, so you had no idea that
yeah,
we were.
you're basically
told
saying
that.
like, come
No,
on.
I was just saying. 30 minutes into it, Otter told us not to take capital, so we
I
had
mean, that
a
makes sense.
strict
It's a
order.
strategy for Galactic Campaign, and anybody watching or listening, that is a strategy. If you're trying to position yourself, because you don't necessarily want to be number one, and you don't want to be um, 32 either. You want to be somewhere in the middle. And
I mean, if we would have got that extra point, we would be facing probably EXE, FBI, or TFC this week.
gotcha.
Granted, we got T and B, which ain't gonna be not too pretty, but
So going back to what we were discussing after being distracted by Rumi, since he's being an asshole and not being in the chat right now.
You mean,
No excuse if you're at work.
typical behavior.
No excuse if you're at work. I do, now that I've been looking at it a little better, and then my realizing that it's 10 times the chest. I do like the changes they made here. I think that is the fact that they introduced the level 3 gem, and that you get 10
Yeah,
of them.
that's nice. That's nice because it gives you more options. I like the boxes. The boxes were a great add. They lowered the cost on some of the bots. I think I don't remember what they were, to be honest with you, but the bots are not worth it in my personal opinion. The gear chests and the blueprints are definitely much better. And I like the wormhole added. That's nice. That's really nice.
Yeah, because
But
I mean,
I also noticed they now give you a limit on everything, which is, I guess, fairer, but still not my.
well, the problem is here too. Is like I'm not hurting on worm crystals right now because I just haven't been upgrading. But as you start to get higher, like these worm crystals get expensive. I've been using my resources for other things, but
Yep.
This fucking game is testing me.
Battlefield Overseer is really nice. I like that talent. I have fun with that.
And I told myself I wouldn't get anything under 780 in GGM, and it just popped up 779.
I've actually I put Destructive Strike on my ethereals, and I feel like it's been hitting a lot harder too.
I haven't unlocked that one, so I don't know too much about it. I put 3 levels into Battlefield, 3 into Aether Impact Plus, and 2 into Shield.
So
I really like the Aether Impact Plus because, I mean, you can finally apply that damage shield to other troops other than the Ethergen, or whatever Great Sage is, whatever you use as your main. You can finally apply that to other troops, and then that other talent,
well, here's
Aether
the thing,
Impact. Can you go back to them real quick?
Yeah, hold on one second. The other thing about this too is though, they're all specific. So remember how you guys were saying that the
No,
Aether
so here's the
degen
thing,
aren't
right?
relevant to me anymore? This makes it relevant
No.
again.
That's what I'm saying. All right. So that shield will give it. It doesn't have to be the same troop type. It'll give it to any troop type. And then
Yes.
you can use the other talent. Click X, please. You can use Aether Impact Shield, and it'll boost the damage of that. Whatever has that shield, whatever talent you have that on. Like, so for me, if I'm running my Ethergen and my Mirage, I'll use Aether Impact Plus with Aether Impact Shield, and my damage on my Mirages will be increased so long as my Ethergen hit and get that shield. It'll also give it to the Mirage.
You know, I never thought about it that way. So that does
it's
that
nice.
is interesting to where if you have one of the shielding troops, you can slot that. It'll put a
You can
shield on
slot
the
that
entire
one,
row.
and then it'll give your other troops the bonus. Like, it'll give them that shield, and then you can increase the damage they deal once they have the shield with the secondary talent. So in an ideal marching formation for like a DS, let's say, I would probably do like, maybe not a DS, but just as an example, you do something in slot 1 with Battlefield Overseer, and that'll increase your trigger rate. Then you do your Ethergen in slot 2, and you get the whole row of the shield. And then in your slot 3, you would have something else that you're going to then deal increased damage with, ethereals, whatever.
Yeah, and it's a level 1 is an increase, so it's about every 6% increase. It looks like,
Which isn't huge, but I mean it's big enough to make a difference.
Hey man, 6% is 6%.
Especially with leverage and other things in conjunction with it, it's a pretty fucking good talent.
Yeah, I never thought about it that way. I'm almost curious to see how. So like with this one, when a normal attack triggers a crit hit, the defense of units in the same row as the target is reduced by 12%, basically meaning that you're debuffing somebody's defense ability as you hit.
Yeah, but here's
with
my
this
thing
one,
with the fight.
I'm wondering if this is going to hit initially harder.
Well, here's the thing, right? You already are typically running 100% pen. So you're already ignoring defense. Does it matter if you decrease defense further?
That's a good point.
I can't personally test because I don't have that talent unlocked yet. But I am curious. You know what I'm saying? Because you're already ignoring the defense, so does it matter as much? Now, here's the stipulation, right? Does it affect absolute defense or final defense? Because if it affects either of those, then potentially it could be a lot better.
That's a good question. Let me, I won't do it right now, but I will try to, I'll switch it up a little bit, try to get some people in my guild with the absolute defense fourth,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll run some sims, and we'll come back at a later time and discuss that. I just don't want to do it
I'm
live right
curious.
now, where I
It's
want to
some
be respectful
testing
of
that I need to
people's.
do as well with it. Once I unlock it, but I'll get there. I'm just not focused on that primarily right now. I've got some other shit in the works.
Gotcha. One thing I did want to bring up, I pinned it in the general chat. Resistance did a huge favor for everybody and broke down this event. I'm gonna just kind of take a screenshot. Well, not a screenshot. Well, yeah, I'm gonna take a screenshot of it. That way, that'll be easier for me here to share. Thank you, Resistance, for doing that. This is what the community is all about in that sense, and this is ultimately what helped me get to Broken Fortress. This one. So, that up over here in a second. So he breaks it down. It's pinned in the general channels, general chat. Okay. So you just go up to the top part of, or if you're on, I don't know where it is. I have to look on my phone. But on a computer side, there's a little, pin icon, and it'll take you right to this. But he broke it down on to where with about $200-$300, you can get everything you need to get at least one of the gifts.
It helped me out.
So yeah, definitely appreciated that. Really,
I got what I needed out of it. Thank you.
So, those of you watching,
I think 220 gets you right there, because you gotta buy the advance. Can I say that on stream? What you gotta buy?
Huh? Say what on screen?
Getting the honest pack. You know what I mean? It'll cost you 220. I left one thing out of it.
Yeah. The legitimate way to get these things.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't speak of the unmentionables.
Yeah, we don't support.
Well, continue.
I heard they were watching streams, and I didn't know if they still were.
Oh no, 100%, dude. They're watching. Grinch and I, 100%.
They're always watching.
Always. I mean, they direct. By the way, welcome in, Reggie.
Oh, Reggie, what's going on?
Based on an email that Reggie had on like a topic that we were all heated on a while back, they blatantly said, "Oh yeah, we watch all your they said specifically Yoda because of the context of the email, but that basically said we watch all your streams, everybody." So somebody has been.
That time Yoda went off on support.
Hey, I do want to put this out here, dude. It shows that I have 15 people watching right now, which honestly, it's kind of sad. Usually it's around 10, so kudos. Seems like we're growing a little bit. I am trying to be a little more consistent here with the live streaming. So hopefully with this all picks up.
I think it's like a better time for your East Coast people.
Yeah, I tried to do it a little earlier today. That was the other thing.
It is definitely.
Because I just got off work when it said you were live.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it because normally you're doing it late for me, so I always try to pop in if I can, but it doesn't always happen. Or I could be in a voice chat in a different server too. I've actually been thinking about doing some streaming of my own when I do invasions. So
okay. How do you unlock the 2,000 equipment slots?
I have no idea, dude, but it just happened for me today. I have no idea what happened, but it unlocked for me today. I was like, oh shit.
Did you buy packs?
Wait,
No, it literally
2000
just
what?
happened. I
Equipment.
woke up this morning and I looked at it and I was like, huh?
Because, like, I need some more equipment slots.
I'm confused. Wait, unlocked what?
In the
So go
equipment
into your items
tab,
real quick, Yoda. Go to inventory. Go to equipment.
Oh, this being
So you have
2000?
2,000. Yeah. So like I only had 1,000 up until this morning, and I don't know what I did that unlocked it or like what broke me the barrier to get 2,000.
Did your power change at all in the last 24
No,
hours?
like literally, I went to bed. I didn't have any researches going. Like nothing, and I woke up and I had 2,000.
So back in the day, way back when, having 2000 equipment slots in this section was granted when you hit a level of spending in game. So they
Well,
used to
shit,
have like
like,
a bronze, silver, and gold tier for consistent spending. And once you hit at least, I think it was the silver tier, it gave you the 2000 slot. And which was very minimal spending. It was like $100, $200 a month, something like that. It wasn't a lot.
I mean, I've been easily doing that for over.
Well, they took it away as
Too
they
long.
did a lot of changing, so I don't know what really gets you this anymore.
Neither do I. That's why, like I said, I woke up. I didn't buy a pack or anything. I literally just woke up this morning. Cast started, and I noticed it because I did some tasks, and I went into my inventory, and I was like, "What the fuck? When did that happen?"
I don't know. I'm spinning the wheel for this fucking item. And he said, gotta convert these into melange.
Also, let's see here. Where are we at? Oh, the news.
Can I say something about this fucking GGM that I just noticed?
What about it?
We have so many players going for things, right? All these top tier items and shit. But the like guy stones, there's only 10 guy stones in this whole thing.
Mhm.
There's only 50 nanobots. There's okay, then you get 50 of each gem that's available. All the decent sized and big spenders are gonna be going for that. Why is it so little?
Oh,
Compared
yeah. When
to
there's thousands of people playing.
Yeah. Like, why do
Do
you
what?
only get 10 Geists? What is it? Right, 10, right?
Yeah, 10 for the guy stone.
So why do you only get 10 total goods for that, but 50 for the? It's a good question.
Like, I think those numbers need looked at.
You know, that's a valid point. So in the shoot, there we go.
Even 20 would be better. Like, it gives double the people the chance at it.
If more people thought they could get it, they'd probably spend more. If I thought I could get a guy stone, which they go for 63,000,
Usually.
I would probably spend for it.
I've only won it once, and I spent way too much for it.
I'm at 25,000. I have 8 left. What do I need to do to get 32?
I don't think you need quite that. Like I said, I'm fully expecting the majority of the higher bids to be on the gems right now.
Well, I'm being safe.
Fair.
25. If I that back, I gotta get a minimum of 800 each time for the next 8 to get fucking 31,000 points this GGM day.
So
Did you fuck up on the first 10?
Hmm?
Did you fuck up on the first 10? Because I got like 31.4 and hold on, 31. Oh shit, the thing's in the way.
I accidentally.
Yeah, I got like 31,100. I got 31,142, and I
My
didn't
brain
really.
didn't work on the first two. I done 1400.
Oh, that fucked you.
Mm-hmm.
I just think for the thousands of people playing, I can't believe I never really thought about this because I just never looked at them because of the bidding war being so high that only 10
Can get a
Geistons
guy snow.
out of the
But if you
thousands of people
score above a
playing.
certain number, and you bid on the Geistone, you get the compensation of 20 frags, which generally speaking is actually the cheaper way to go about getting it. It just takes longer.
What is that certain number though?
Like
Or is it
61.5. Like 61.5. So you're trying to score right around 3,800 each day.
okay? But I'd rather have a nano for that price than I would 20
but
frag.
nano could be just as expensive as Geist that week, and you're still getting the same consolation prize.
Or absolute suppression. Either one of those I would rather have over
Like I said,
20
you're still
frag.
getting the same consolation price of 20 frags if you miss at that range.
Oh, so it's for all of it, and just for the guy stone.
If you miss at that range, like I said, I think it's like 61.5. It might be a little over that. Might be like 62. But if you miss, you get 20 frags as consolation.
I know,
Okay, so
like
that ain't so bad.
58 to 60, you get a beta bot.
Yeah, you have to be above. You have to be, like I said, over 61.5. I don't know the exact number, but I know it's over that.
Well, shout out to anybody that I know that there was a circulation going around with these kind of numbers. If anybody still has that, because I haven't seen it in a long time, please post it in the GGM channel. I do remember seeing something there to where somebody was tracking this to see like if you miss but you put in this amount for your bid, this was your consolation. So that would be really helpful if anybody has that information. Post it in the GGM channel, please.
I'm pretty sure I do have it. Or it's been posted in one of the discords I was in. I think Zoro and it was the one that used to track it, but don't quote me.
What gem do you think everybody's gonna be going for this week? You think they're gonna jump for Phoenix off the rip?
Wrong chat.
I feel like Phoenix is gonna be a popular one.
Yeah, I feel like Phoenix will be the most expensive.
What do you think would be the next best option for an Ira? The toucan?
Tukana. If you're sweet pen, Tukana for sure. Just even if you're only using it for the 3-set bonus. Fuck yeah. That 40% sweet will make a huge difference. Of course, it could be a little bit different too, depending on your need. If you have lower penetration stat because your gear isn't as high level, you might want to go for Sculptor and get the 10% pen from that.
We talk about how fucking cheap Canes is inside of the fucking All-Star contest shop.
That was gonna be my next round here. I don't think they updated the world shop. I think it was just.
No, they done both.
Yeah. Well, they added documents to the world one. What else is added here?
Melange.
Melange.
And then they added equipment.
And they added the feature chips. What did they add here? In the world shop. You said equipment.
AI 0, that shitty headpiece. They added. I don't remember all these pants being here. I just remember the Magwell.
The Phantom was there.
I remember the Magwell and the Overlord and the Phantom. So
maybe fabrication.
I don't remember Shadow. Yeah, Fab was added. Shadow, I don't remember being here either.
Yeah, Fab. Oh, I actually, yeah, right here, buddy. I don't know. Here's the consolation prize thing. I'll post it in a second. Found it.
Alright. And then going back
So-
over here to the All-Star Contest. Shop.
I already told you what the fuck they added.
I know. I'm showing everybody else.
No, I said I wish it told us what they added to it.
Oh, gotcha. So yeah, you got Canes, Lynx, Equalis. Well, Equalis. A lot of that is because, you know, they have the new set of gems, so it just makes sense. I mean, when the new set of gems came, or when like Canes and them came out, that's when we got Perseus and Hercules in the shop, so it makes sense to me. The other thing too is they added a 7-day shield.
Don't do it.
All right,
and
so I'm posting
the small blueprint box.
live chat. It's in live chat on
Dude.
Discord.
Do not buy the 7-day shield out of the All-Star Contest.
Okay, we're gonna put that pin it in GGN here. There we go. That way it's easily found at some point. But we'll pin it here too.
Yeah. So that was posted multiple times before, just so you know. If you check your media in that channel.
I've seen it posted. It gets lost in all the messages that I'm gonna be honest, I didn't want to go looking for it.
Mm-hmm. You also pinned it a year ago.
Did I? Oh damn.
Yep.
It's been so long. It's been a year, okay? What do you want from me? What year is it?
I'm pretty sure we gave you that the last time too.
It's possible.
Freeze, Maze, or one of us gave it to you.
Oh, they added skins too. I don't remember Elves being in here, or Dragon Slayer Super Idol, and the Ronin Legend thing, and Youth Girl Gilly. Those are all new too.
I'm less interested in skins than I am in effectiveness of my arc.
I'm just putting it out there, okay? We're talking about the shit that's new. Let's see if they added anything over here.
I hope they can eat my ass 7p.
So that pretty much, I think, new wise, right?
Yeah, that covers just about everything. New wise, at least.
Why are the gems so cheap, though?
Because that's what Seven Pirates does.
Make us fight over them for a year and a half.
They butt fuck you for, you know, as much time as they feel that they can, and then when they feel like it's not being as popular anymore, then they're like, okay, fine, we'll finally give it to you what we should have given it to you in the first place.
I mean, what should have never been invented?
I mean, that's a argument. Not arguing that at all. Let's see. Well, I mean, I'm gonna wrap it up here, guys. I really streamed today to go over the new shit and stuff that had been added, and I think we hit everything. So I appreciate everybody's participation today. It's been awesome. And you know, like I said, I'm gonna be more consistent on, you know, at least twice a month live streaming on Saturdays, and I think this seemed to be a really good time for everybody, so I'll probably go a little earlier next time just to see how that works out, because we had a really good turnout this time around. So
Yeah, it was good.
So you go much earlier because there's people working.
well, I mean, right now, like, because I'm on Pacific Standard Time, so it's 3:30 for me. I started at 2 o'clock. I was thinking maybe noon next time. We'll see. Which will be, you know, 2, 3 o'clock. Well, 3 o'clock, 2, 3 o'clock, depending on Central and Eastern time.
I got 31-1 for GGM.
Nice.
Yeah, you're right at what I'm at, so you should you're right on track.
I'm going for the Phoenix Gen.
Well, maybe not.